My mom was magic. She was the kind of person that made every day fun and found a way to celebrate the smallest things.
And, everyone, of course, thinks of their parents like superheroes or something, but our mom was just an incredible person that left a really big impression on everyone that knew her.
And so we grew up in that environment and really never having an understanding that, it could be any different.
Our mom died of breast cancer. And as you can imagine, and a lot of people watching this would probably understand, it is, the seminal moment in all of our lives. I mean, everything changed. Our nuclear family exploded.
And my dad didn't know how to exist without my mom. And so he really struggled, and therefore we really struggled.
His baseline was sort of like, grin and bear it, tough your way through stuff,
And I remember having kind of a meltdown with my dad and saying, this isn't working. And he kept saying to me, you're okay, it's gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay. And I said to him, what if I'm not? What are you gonna do? And he said, I heard about this place called the Dougy Center. Going to a place where there's other people experiencing what you're experiencing when you really feel alone is amazing. It changed everything for me. When I closed from group, I knew that I wanted to stay connected. I knew that the Dougy Center had had such an impact on me. So I started doing some speaking stuff and helping advocate for Dougy Center. And then I took the facilitator training for the first time when I was 16.
So Brennan and I came to the Dougy Center to do groups at almost the same time. She had been a participant, and she just was able to connect with the kids in such a way because her mom had died, and so she understood the grieving that these kids were going through, and she was then able to give them the gift of her presence and her listening to their stories. She knew in her head that she was always going to work at the Dougy Center.
It's what I'd wanted to do almost my whole life.
And so there was a program assistant position open.
I don't think she needed my encouragement, but I was just like, yeah, that's your job. And she knew immediately, and that's, the rest is history.
So I started in 2004 as the receptionist and program assistant and worked my way up through fundraising through about 8 different titles. And then I became executive director in 2015.
This is what made her exceptional, because she developed a relationship around shared values and really brought you into the vision and the mission of the Dougy Center. And so it really isn't surprising that she was able to step up to that key leadership role.
She was involved in the mission, and it was part of her life. So she's able to see how the program ran and what are the pieces that make it work so beautifully, keeping the people connected and keeping the mission valid so that people will want to continue to support this organization over the years.
The work that the Dougy Center is doing is all so critical and so important. And we do so much with every single dollar that's given to us, with every single amount of support.
There are a lot of worthy causes and things happening out there in the world, but I cannot imagine anything more worthy than the Dougy Center and what they do.
And, by helping people to work through these really difficult emotions, it helps them to be able to find meaning and value and then realize their full potential.
It gives them this resilience that allows them to go on in their life and do wonderful and spectacular things.
I mean, look at Brennan. I mean, she has taken a really painful personal experience and turned it into something that helps all of us.
It took me a long time to create the life that I envisioned for myself. I'm married to my best friend. I am lucky to be a stepmother to 2 wonderful people and an adopted mom to another wonderful person. I get to, hopefully, in my own small way, help to change the narrative that exists about grief. I get to say, grief is just a part of being human. And what I want is people to join us in that effort.